Welcome to Dependable Flame, where we explore vintage petrol lighters, ashtrays, tobacconiana, and other useful mechanisms. Make yourself at home. Today we have a couple of travel souvenirs, which I think is a very appropriate topic for us to discuss on this channel, seeing how many vintage lighters began their life as souvenir items to begin with. Been off for a good while this summer, taking some time off, spending time with my grandkids, and during that time, some of my kids took a trip to Jamaica, and my mother took a trip to Europe. And these two items were both brought back. My kids, and I'm very thankful for this, you can see that it is still unused. I have not put any product in it or lit it up yet, but just wanted to show it off. A really colorful fish. Very stylish and cool item to look at, even if it was just sitting on the shelf and not useful to anyone at all. But this particular fish also has a bowl forming its tail. Here you can see the mouthpiece where you inhale is the mouth of the fish. There is the bowl that you fill up with your consumable burnable product, and of course then there's your carb hole. So I look forward to using it as I do all the pipes that I own, and very thankful to the kids for having brought it to me. I will think of them when I use it, and I told them that I would use it as often as I could and try to have as much fun when I do as they did on their trip to Jamaica, which we had a great time while they were on Jamaica because we had the kids here with us. So really cool item, perfect souvenir type item to bring back to me. Really cool, seems to be well made. Sits very nicely on, I don't know what you would call those. I guess we are probably not supposed to see them. They're just feet in the sense that they help the pipe stand, not feet in the sense that the fish would have had feet. But very colorful, very nice. I like how the colors are intertwined. I like the clearness on other parts of it. Very cool. And then also to have received that, and then just a few days later after my mother had arrived home, I think they actually arrived back home on the same day. I just didn't see them all on the same day. But after church one day, my mother asked me to walk to her car with her, said she had something for me, and gave me this lighter that features a synthetic chip on the front. Actually, a couple of synthetic chips because it is on the lid and on the case of the lighter. But this lighter features images from London. I don't know what all of these items are, but I'm sure that whatever I miss, somebody else who is watching will let me know. The Ferris wheel in the background, I believe, is the London Eye, which I was unfamiliar with before my mother and my niece went on their trip, but became aware of it, and I believe that they took a ride on it. I believe the clock is Big Ben. Of course, we're all familiar with telephone booths, these red telephone booths that you see in England. I don't know if they're still prevalent or if that is just something that London is known for. There's also a double-decker bus, a car. I'm not sure what the other buildings are there for, which buildings those are. So hopefully somebody can let me know. But here is a lighter. Appears to be unbranded. There is some sort of a brand down here in the corner on the chip. I thought at first that said DH gate. It's all lowercase. Looks like it may be an E, maybe a D. Definitely says gate or El Gato maybe, or El Gate, or D Gate, something to that effect. The insert sort of reminds me of the star lighters that I've seen because of the layout of the holes in the windscreen. And it is a high polish type lighter all over. And I assume also underneath that chip on the front side. There is no marking on the base of the lighter. Nor do I believe are there any markings as far as the brand of manufacturer on the insert. It says keep away from children after filled fluid wipe lighter and hands before. It's missing some letters. It's supposed to say igniting, but I think it just says igniting. It's missing the I, it looks like, or maybe it's just a very weak stamp. Something else here, but I can't make it out. Some numbers, 33335. Then on the back side, lighter does not self-extinguish. Close lid to put it out. Very hard to read those. There's also a little bit of corrosion you can see there on that insert, and some corrosion down in the case of the lighter as well. All my lights here appear to be, the batteries are dead in them. So you saw that just briefly there, a little bit of corrosion down in there. But we are going to go ahead and pull up this felt pad. This lighter has a flint in it and sparks as it should. But we are going to pull that felt pad up, which you can see is not as thick as you would expect when you are dealing with the Zippo lighter. There's your cotton or rayon wadding, whatever the material happens to be. There's 2 drops, 3. A Zippo will hold about 6 drops before it starts dripping it out of the wick. There's 4. There's 5. And 6. Let's go ahead and put one more in there just for good measure. Put our felt pad back down. Doesn't appear as though we've got fluid dripping out of that wick yet. So we will replace our insert into the case of the lighter. And this is what people would call a Zippo knockoff. Especially, I think you can say that when it doesn't have a brand name on it. But no difference to me. This lighter is going to go into my collection. And hopefully later on tonight I can take a walk with this lighter and this pipe. Both given to me, as I said, as gifts, travel, souvenirs from family members who enjoyed their time abroad this summer while I enjoyed my time here at home with the kids. Until next time.